Let's talk about the latest launched Oppo smartphone Find X8 with classic world design. Now let's talk about the specifications of this smartphone. Firstly, talk about the display of this smartphone. This smartphone features with LTPO AMOLED display, with 6.59 inches 1.5K punch hole display, resolution of 1256 by 2760 pixels, approximately 94.3% screen-to-body ratio, approximately 460 ppi pixel density, 4500 nits peak brightness, Dolby Vision and HDR10 plus color quality. Support, 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, and with scratch-resistant blast protection. And now talk about the camera of this smartphone. The smartphone with triple camera setup on the rear that includes 50 megapixel 24mm Sony LYT700 sensor wide-angle main camera with aperture 1.8 and support optical image stabilization, along with 50 megapixel 73mm Sony LYT600 sensor 3x optical zoom periscope telephoto camera with aperture 2.6 and support optical image stabilization, and with 50 megapixel 15mm Samsung S5 KJN5 ultra wide-angle camera with aperture 2.0 and co-developed with Hasselblad color calibration. For selfies, it has 32 megapixel 21mm Sony IMX615 front-facing inside the punch hole camera with aperture 2.4, video recording maximum 4K at 60 fps on both rear and front camera. For the software, the handset turns on Android 15 operating system, based on exclusive optimized version of ColorOS 15 screen on top the device. Under the hood, the phone CPU is octa-core 3.626 GHz single-core Cortex-X 925 plus 3.3 GHz tri-core Cortex-X4 plus 2.4 GHz quad-core Cortex-A720, powered by MediaTek Dimensity 9400, 3 nanometer chipset, paired with a Mortalis G925MC12 GPU. In terms of storage, the smartphone plugs with 12 GB, 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM, and 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 TB of UFS 4.0 onboard storage. No micro SD card slot. The physical dimensions of the smartphone measures at 157.35 by 74.33 by 7.85 or 7.95 millimeters, and it weighs around 193 grams, and the color options: black, blue, white, pink. Colors to see in this smartphone, and the device comes backed by a massive 5630 mAh battery with 80-watt super flash fast charging, 50-watt flash wireless charging support. Additionally, the smartphone also features optical under-display fingerprint sensor for biometric authentication. With Face Unlock, the connectivity option on the phone includes dual SIM 5G, dual-band Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, GPS L1 plus L5, USB Type-C headphone jack, with dual stereo speakers support, USB Type-C charging port, IP68, IP69 dust and water resistant, infrared remote control support, and with NFC support. So now let's have a look at the pricing details of the smartphone. The Oppo Find X8 has been priced in China for 12 GB plus 256 GB storage variant at 4,199 Chinese yuan, while the 16 GB plus 256 GB storage variant at 4,399 Chinese yuan, while the 12 GB plus 512 GB storage variant at 4,699 Chinese yuan, while the 16 GB plus 512 GB storage variant at 4,999 Chinese yuan, while the 16 GB plus 1 TB storage variant at 5,499 Chinese yuan. Conclusion: so what do you guys think of this Oppo Find X8 smartphone? Do let us know in the comments section below and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in our next video.